Is it Bowie or Bowie? How do you pronounce that knife's name? The correct pronunciation is, in fact, Bowie. That's right, it is not pronounced Bowie the way it may look to be spelled. It's Bowie, not Bowie. Bowie is how you pronounce the knife. By the way, there's no such thing as a Bowie-style blade. There's only a Bowie-style knife. What I'm showing you right here on the table are clip point or clip-style blades, which the Bowie knife happens to have. You can Google this yourself, but it was invented by Resin Bowie in 1830, which he made for his brother James Bowie. Now, a lot of the confusion comes from the fact that, again, the word Bowie, if you look at the way it's spelled, it looks like it should be pronounced Bowie. That's what you would assume. But again, it's just one of the many rule breakers of the English language and languages in general. That just happened to be how Resin Bowie's name was spelled, despite it being pronounced differently. Now, more confusion comes in because of the man, David Bowie. His last name is spelled exactly the same as Resin and James or Jim Bowie's name. Bowie is the correct pronunciation of the knife. Now, let's move on to another very commonly mispronounced blade name. Is it Tanto or Tanto? For the love of God, how do you pronounce these damn blades? Well, I'm going to answer that for you right now. The correct pronunciation for this style blade is Tanto. Tanto, that's correct. It's not Tanto, it's Tanto. Now, let me explain the confusion on this one. The reason a lot of people are pretty split on the pronunciation of this blade style is because of the character from the series The Lone Ranger. Tanto. T-O-N-T-O. This guy. So you'd think just by switching that O to an A, it should be pronounced Tanto, not share the exact same pronunciation of this character's name. Now, the reason this blade is pronounced Tanto, despite its spelling, goes back to its origin of country where it was invented, Japan. So in the Japanese language, let's take a look at this very basic hiragana chart. The way you would pronounce these, we're going to go from left to right on the hiragana chart here. It's kind of like their basic alphabet. That's a very kindergarten way of explaining it, but without info dumping you. A, I, U, E, O are these characters up here. Next line. Ka, ki, ku, ke, ko, sa, shi, su, se, so. Ta, chi, tsu, te, to. Ta, to, we just need an N. Ta, down here is N, or their pronunciation of it. Ta-n-to, tanto, is how the Japanese pronounce the blade that they invented. Now, funny thing is that we're looking at the Americanized Tanto right here. I don't actually have any traditional Tantos with me. Anyway, hope that clears some things up. How have you pronounced these blade style names? Is there some information I'm not aware of, and I'm actually pronouncing these wrong somehow? Please let me know in the comments down below. Thank you so much for watching. Feel free to subscribe, hit that little bell notification if you don't want to miss weekly knife and gun videos. Mannix out.